We have to have the children in our midst. Isn't that right? All right, well, we have some children that's going to be coming up, and they're called the Children's Choir.
Inside out, you must serve my Jesus. Inside out, inside out, inside out, you must serve my Jesus from the inside out.
Okay.
I'm looking for a miracle. I said the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I said the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, hey. Just believe and receive it. God will perform it today.
All right, it's time to introduce a lot of our special guests, but first we're going to bring out the man himself, Mr. Emmit Powell. And come on, let's hear it. And he looks dashing. Doesn't he look dashing? And some thank you. You'll have more to say later. But stay here, Emmett. Stay here, sweet, sir. You know how I can get a little flirty. All right, I got a note that Cesar Diaz is here from the office of the Lieutenant Governor. Is he here?
Right here.
Where is he? Let's give a hand for him. He's come out to represent the governor, I'm sure.
I represent the Lieutenant Governor's office, Mr. Emmit Powell. I'm going to read the certificate the Lieutenant Governor has authored to. Okay, I'll get closer to the mic, sorry.
Thank you. Do that, yes.
Okay. And it reads, "It is my pleasure to recognize you as you celebrate the reopening of the San Francisco Southern Soul Food icon, Powell's Place. Your exceptional talent in blending cultural cuisine with a musical atmosphere will certainly provide a remarkable dining experience and add to the Bay Area's vitality. Please accept my best wishes for success in all your future endeavors to come."
All right. That's from the office of Lieutenant Governor. Assemblyman Leno, Mr. Leno, Mark Leno. There he is. He's got something to present also. Let's hear it from Mark. He's a hard worker. He reminds me of the late Senator Milton Marks. He's everywhere. And I love Senator Marks, so you got my love too.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is great to be here. You know, Emmett and I go way back. We've known each other well over 20 years, and it happened so that when I moved my sign company to a little street just south of Market, a few blocks away from the old Hayes Street location, my deceased partner, Doug Jackson, was a good southern boy from Decatur, Georgia, and he used to drag me over to Emmett's place on Hayes Street because he loved the collard greens and he loved the catfish, and of course he loved that fried chicken so very, very much. And the cornbread's the best in the earth. And so we would be there, started just on Mondays, then we'd be there Mondays and Wednesdays. Soon we were there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, how many of you remember the old jukebox there? There's the best jukebox you could find anywhere. Do you remember Otis Day and the Knights? He had a rendition of Is Ya Is or Is Ya Ain't My Baby by Otis Day and I. That was so terrific. So I've been in good contact with Emmett since the demise of the old place and with the promise of this new location, which, as extraordinary as it is in and of itself, as a part of this greater redevelopment project and the restoration of the very famous and beloved Fillmore Jazz District, it is such a great addition. Emmett, we're so pleased and proud, and so all of that is written in this one paragraph from the California State Assembly, wishing you ever and greater success. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Assemblyman. Now we will move on. Mr. Eugene Coleman of the Mayor's Office.
Thank you, Rochelle. Mayor Newsom couldn't be here. There are a number of events going on today. You know he's celebrating the anniversary of the gay marriage, and as well as something that I think Mary and I and Arnold have to talk about is that they're showing at the Castro Theater that movie Unbossed. And you know we had that little office down there where we worked for Shirley Chisholm, Mary, and we won San Francisco. So I think it's very significant that a lot of the people that were old pioneers are here, and it is really with nostalgia. I think you donated some food to some of our fundraisers back there in the day. So it's moving right along. Let me say on behalf of Mayor Newsom, he is committed to revitalization and to bringing back the community as it was. And he's done that through our office, the Office of Economic Development. We do give out grants, but one of the important things we also do is we do economic development through our loan programs, our various loan programs. We'll be participating in the revitalization of the Jazz District through our 108 loan program. And I couldn't say enough about what's happened here with Brother Powell without talking about our staff, Susan Reynolds, Al Lerma, who played a great deal, put a great deal of work into bringing back and making this a reality. We at MOCD, we like you know, the big corporation, we like a lot of partners. So one of the partners that does our actual loan work for us is Urban Solutions. Roger Gordon, who couldn't be here today, he's out of town, but Urban Solutions played a great deal in helping Brother Powell walk through this maze of bureaucracy that we have to get this program down to where it is today. Also in partnership with the Redevelopment Agency, who had to step to the plate and do some things, you know, above the scene and below the scene in terms of, you know, little rent write down and stuff like that. Right. So it is a collaborative effort. The mayor is strongly behind it, and I'm not going to read the resolution either in the essence of time, but we do have a resolution from the mayor's office commemorating with a certificate of honor commemorating the day for Emmit Powell.
District Attorney Kamala Harris. She want to say something. But don't take my man away from me with them words.
Thank you, Miss Rochelle. I just have to say, I have been dying for about a year and a half waiting to eat some good fried chicken. And I am so happy this place is reopened with this beautiful, beautiful restaurant. And what we know today is that the community is here in full force and effect to celebrate and support Mr. Powell, because this restaurant symbolizes everything that is great about this community and the African American heritage, culture, and history in San Francisco. And we are here to support that as well, and to recognize that all of San Francisco will remember when they come and eat some of Mr. Powell's fried chicken that there has been a long-standing tradition and presence of having the African American community remind San Francisco of its great culture. So thank you, Mr. Powell, for that. Thank you.
Now I want to introduce the San Francisco Redevelopment Executive Director, Marsha
Thank you,
Rosen.
Rochelle, and congratulations, Mr. Powell. It's really an honor and a pleasure to be with you on this wonderful day. Can you hear me? Yes. I have the privilege of representing the Redevelopment Agency, but let me please introduce to you Commissioner Dar Singh is here with Mrs. Singh. Deputy Director Joanne Sakai is here. Former Western Addition Project Manager Shirley Weisinger, now retired, and current Project Manager Nicole Franklin. And
That's okay. He's not due up yet.
I do want to take one moment to say how there is a blessing in the small world and community of San Francisco. This morning, Reverend Arnold Townsend gave the blessing. I had the blessing of representing WAPAC way back then. Mrs. Rogers and Arnold were my clients. Reverend Hodge and I worked together at the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights. And District Attorney Kamala Harris used to be the co-chair of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights. So it's been a long time coming to come to this day of rebirth and regeneration. I wish for Mr. Powell and for the people who have the honor and pleasure of breaking bread with him, much abundance, much joy, much music, much spirituality. And please come back with me for the groundbreaking across the street, where we're going to have a wonderful mixed-use development with Yoshi's and really join Mr. Schifero and ROCHELLE, who is the pioneer for the Fillmore Jazz District, and bring more music, more good food, more community, and more life to the Fillmore. L'chaim.